And welcome everybody to the first stream of the Democratic Saga. I'm the voice of Dog, and with me I have a raving loon.
He does.
This is silent, the silent loon. We're gonna start the Banner Saga. It's a game I like quite a bit. Oh, I literally have to delete a game. I have too many profiles. That banner is gone.
Að sjá dredgjana á ferli meðal vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Hello, we heard there was meat. We begin as a group of giants breaking into a mead hall to take care of some ruffians. So this is our tutorial fight. Oh, that's right. Hang on. I gotta do something. Whoops. I did it. I did the thing.
We've
Gonna
attained
regret that.
appropriate mode. Welcome.
Yeah, I did. I have not played through hard mode all the way before, but I did start it, and I hear it's not as brutal as you'd expect. But just doing a test yesterday did kind of indicate this could be a bit tricky. So let's explain the combat. You've got two types of health. You've got armor and strength. If your strength goes to 0, you're dead. Well, not dead. You get knocked out. This isn't like Fire Emblem where you have permadeath. Armor is just damage reduction. So this is Gunnulf. He's one of my favorite characters. He's excellent. He's got a spin attack, which is extremely valuable in a game like this, because it lets you do your strength damage to more than one character at a time. Using abilities costs these little yellow points. They're called willpower. So he can hit 2 people at once, and later on he'll be able to hit 3 and 4. You can also pass your turn to regain a willpower. You use willpower to basically move further than you can, and also use abilities, and also add extra points of attack to your armor, break, or strength attack. So here we've got 8 damage. We're going to spend an extra point of willpower to knock this guy out. Make sure he doesn't get a move. And that's strategy. My application of said strategy will determine how well we do.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the Dredge arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more Dredge to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants,
politics.
both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Governor is a little frustrated.
Way, my friend. Help me
He's
finish
just
this fight and
firmly
I'll gladly
annoyed
send you on your way
at
to
all
the
these
top
constant
of our
coups.
king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Also, yeah, you're welcome, by the way. Only the sun has stopped. So there's no nighttime anymore. It's something you don't even notice in the game, because it's just like, oh yeah, you sleep at night. But no, there's no night. You sleep during the day, too.
Sleep when you sleep.
Yeah. Also, as a quick aside, is the game audio slightly lower than the Discord? That's important. I don't want to get entirely drowned out. So now we're talking to the governor's aide. Right now we're playing as Ubin. He's a Varl. He's a giant. We have the giants and humans who used to be fighting, but now they're not. They had to combine their forces to beat a third greater enemy called the Dredge, who they haven't seen in a long time. We'll run into them eventually. So, for this first part, it's a lot of just, like, kind of not important dialogue choices, so we're going to just move through this. It is Ubin. We'll be giving you a hand. It's very lively around here, Eric. Ah, Morse. Loon, do you know what scalfings are? What does that term mean?
I'd expect that's just like a name for a group.
Ruffians, gang.
Yeah, that's like that's like the shape of words that are names for groups of people.
Ah, yeah.
I don't think it's a real one though.
Ah, we gotta shake down the marketplace first. Hang on. Bribes in progress.
Yeah, it's a word that's only found in Banner Saga. I'll have a quick look up.
There's so many of those words, by the way.
Yeah, it's just the name of a family.
One guy looks unhappy to see us, which means that's probably who we're going for. You're not in the mood for what? What's going on? Who's your giant friend over there? Eric gets right to the point. He's probably had to do this 1,000 times. He might have to do this every day for all we know. So here's a good opportunity. Number 1. Hey, Eric, you need some help here? Oh, wait, no, this isn't the one. This isn't the one. I'm sorry. We're going to ask him if he needs some help.
False alarm.
As I ran through the beginning of this game last night just to get a sense for what I'd have to do. We could buy a trinket. Well, here's a poll for you guys. Do we intimidate him? 1. Do we 2, pay him? Or 3, just sit around. Let Eric handle it.
Spend a moment appreciating the very subdued animations on these idling portraits.
I love them. I love these little, like, wind animations that they have for every character.
Just
You're
slow
my-
blinks and a tiny bit of fluttering.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of, like, Metalocalypse, the same kind of style they used. Although this is a bit more well-crafted, I think. Like, this is played for serious, and it shows. Looks like we're tied. People want to intimidate him. People want to do nothing. I will decide it at the next vote. What I'll do is I'll usually go until something pulls ahead. In the event of ties, I'll just, I'll choose. Alright, we have a tie. I say we look large to him. Oh no, we'll get Gunnulf to do it for us. Gunnulf is even bigger. See, that's all you had to do. Also, Gunnulf is always holding his sword like that. It seems, I mean, he is a large man, but still. Also, Gunnulf wasn't wearing green in that tutorial fight. He was wearing black. He just bought some new clothes, which is a very odd detail. Kind of cute, actually. You look like a frog. I can't argue with that. That is true. Ah, we need to break up yet another meat hall. This is a dive meat bar. It's got an ironic name. It's called the Nobleman.
The no crimes happen here.
The gangs are not hiding out here. Should we have an approach? Nah.
Welcome
And
to
who
Law
can it-
Bar, where everyone follows the law.
Ubin is just making sure. By the way, it's double the tithe. Remember? Remember? Fine. If I didn't mention it earlier, Ubin is a tax collector for the Varl man-human alliance that is being formed, or has been formed. It's hard to tell the timeline of how long this has been going, if this is like a new thing that they've recently done and they're trying to adjust, or if it's like, it's time to do that thing with the humans again. Alright. We burst in and all the guys are drunk, so they're scrambling for their weapons. So this is where... Oh, wow. That is a lot of dudes. Hard mode. Alright, so we have a generic Varl, we have Gunnulf, we have Eric, who is surprisingly a pretty good character. Maybe not so early on, and a generic, I forget. Oh, he's a shield wall guy. Okay. So, we're gonna arrange our units before a battle. Okay, this guy is the shield wall. So we're gonna put him in between our Varl. That guy moves second, unfortunately. I don't like this order. This order doesn't work for me. This isn't how I would do it if I could arrange things myself. Eric, there's enough of them. There is enough. In fact, I'm gonna let them come to me. How much willpower does Gunnulf have? 5 out of 3. Okay, so he's good on willpower. Also, yeah, Ubin doesn't fight. He hangs around.
He's management.
Apparently, I think he used to be a really well-known warrior. Varl are not known for things other than fighting. Really. This is kind of their thing. They like it. They're good at it. Alright. If I do this, I can probably advance forward a little bit without... We'll break his armor a bit, so Gunnulf can do some serious damage. Gunnulf's big thing is that he's considerably stronger than the other characters right now, and usually will be. He's a glass cannon. He is very strong. Now, if I manage to get, like, you know, next to 2 dudes, I could knock both of them out in one hit. Alright, he's gonna turtle up. I'm playing this super safe because of how many guys there are. I'm a little worried about these 3 guys off to the side. 7-7, 6-9, 6-9, 9-8. Alright.
Nice.
Nice. See, I don't know if Gunnulf is gonna break over this way in the next turn and get 2 of these guys. That seems like a good move, unless these 4, you know, sweep in. This could be kind of rough.
Which of them is up next in the initiative order, if you want to...
The shield banger, my guy, and then Gunnulf is next. So I'm gonna have Eric move over here and break this guy's armor. Also, really good battle sounds. And all the little clanks and stuff and screams. Oh man, it's a shame. He cannot hit 3 people at once right now, but the opportunity is there. So one thing to remember about Tempest is that it works clockwise, because otherwise, you can end up hitting your own guys. His Tempest also has, like an area of effect kind of thing. I think, yeah, his attack has, he will do 1 strength damage to adjacent enemies. So he's especially good against groups that are next to each other. Knock this guy out. Is good. Proceeding as normal, slowly mowing down everyone. Gunnulf is taking damage, but he's not dead. He will be able to stay alive. Good, they are throwing themselves at my armored guys. Shield Banger does not have an ability. Alright. Yeah, a lot of the Varl have splash damage, which is kind of key. Excellent, yeah. Let's, yeah, that's perfect. Knock that guy out. Or no, he's alive. He's almost dead. So this is kind of like Advance Wars in the sense that you want to, you know, find key targets and cripple them before they can do a lot of damage.
Your strength is both your health and your attack power.
Yeah, so you know your units are only as good as how strong they still are. Alright, Eric is ready for a promotion.
Very hard to swing a weapon when most of your blood has fallen out.
Yup. Yeah, armor break is a separate stat entirely. It's the stat down here. Once we get to the character screens, I'll explain what the stats do. Let's see. Still 5 guys left. Gunnulf is not going to survive this fight. That much is obvious. But I will have him spin forever and do plenty of splash damage. Good. I have like just enough willpower on these guys that I can knock out a bunch of them. Spin to win. Can I knock anyone else out? Yes. Oh, this guy's got enough armor that there's a chance I can actually miss. See, when you have a situation like this, 9 armor, 2 strength, sometimes there's a accuracy reduction. So now I've only got a 90% chance of hitting. That can get really low against very heavily armored enemies. Also, Gunnulf is dead.
He's fine.
He's fine. He'll be fine.
He's just tired. Got a long day.
I'm just gonna rest on the floor of this meat hall. That's where I usually sleep. That's where I intend to die. Yeah, I imagine in hard mode, my characters are gonna be dead very often. There's gonna be a lot of injuries. Oh, hard mode's gonna be a thing. I can feel it already. They didn't give me the Warhorn yet, so I can't distribute extra willpower either. I think that's next battle. Okay. Let's just mop up these guys. You guys do not have the strength required to take out a full strength Eric, a full strength, that guy, and a half strength shield bearer. Is there a penalty to dying? Yes, they get injured for a few days, which every day of rest they need is a point missing from their strength. So if they need to rest for 5 days after getting knocked out, that is 5 strength they won't have in the next battle if you want to use them. That's why you end up switching around people a lot. And I imagine that's going to be more often in hard mode. We're going to see different characters. Because the ones I really like are probably going to get hurt a lot. Gotta go wash off all the blood again. Ah, the visitors are arriving. The guy next in line to be king of the Varl. Eric has been trying to do all this before the next Varl King shows up. He's like, can we get the bodies out of the mead halls before, at least? Fine, we'll do one more favor for you. Oh, okay, just talk to them. I think we can do that. And Eric tosses the barkeep some money. I mean, you probably should. And here they come. 2 different banners here. I don't know which one is which, but it's not just the Varl. Also, you can zoom in on a lot of the screens in this game. And I love the little stick figure kind of things. Or the little, like, kind of low detail guys that walk around the map.
There's the gang shuffling along.
Yeah, and that'll go
That's
regardless of whether or not you've got 5 people or 500 people. Let's go down to the docks. Hey, Wagner. Pre-king. So, Ubin is... They're going to mention this a lot, but Ubin is one of the oldest surviving Varl. They are all the same age, pretty much. It's just, who doesn't die is the oldest. And there's a reason for that, a mythology reason that we'll get into much later, probably. Still collecting taxes from people like 1/8 the size of you? Yeah. I believe Grofheim is the Varl capital, I think. I'm not very good with fantasy names and such, but I've played this game enough times I think I can. Yeah, and Aberrang is definitely the human capital.
Yeah, Heims are places.
Ah, yeah, the red and gold flag is the King of Men. Or his son. Prince
Prince of
Luden.
all humans.
Yep. We visit his capital, he visits ours. How you make alliances. These guys are not big on diplomacy, but they're making an effort. Normally I'd drink a week before we have to go, but... yeah, we have. So these are all these are characters we're going to be using quite a bit. Hakon's one of my favorites. He's extremely reliable, very strong. I'm going to read this because it's great. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Jerk child grown up into the prince of all humans. We could just go to sleep. On the other hand, we could go talk with Luden. We're gonna do that. So Luden has a Varl and a woman in red. That's his entourage. I like that ring that he's got. It looks elaborate. Yeah, we're gonna be caravanning with you. Why? Because we're going the same direction and sometimes company is okay? I don't know.
That's what a caravan is. A bunch of people who go in the same place at the same time.
He's just oh, tax collector. What do you want? So, Ubin is kind of different from most Varl, mostly because he doesn't like to fight anymore, and also because he writes down things. He's a historian, which is not a thing they do, usually. So we'll make a point of being like, yeah, I'm the Varl historian. Luden seems just about as exhausted as everyone in Strand. We just had to deal with for the governor. Bureaucracy. Okay, so they're going to Grofheim now.
To renew the pact.
Yeah.
Maintain the alliance.
Reminder that we're not supposed to kill each other, at least in moderation, if at all.
There will be peace on paper for now.
Until we find something else we can beat up. That was Dredge. That was good times, but that's over now. We can also talk to Hakon. Why not? He's apparently an old friend. Yeah, and everyone calls him... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If we find ourselves another either yet larger or yet smaller creature to mutually fight against.
Also, everyone calls him Scrivener, so Ubin's changed his name. It seems to be a thing that Varl do. He's not the only character that does that. Scrivener actually, like, has an effect of like scribe, right? Like that's what they're going for.
Yeah, they know him as the bookman.
Mm-hmm. Wagner doesn't even want to have a drink. Yeah, if we had Hakon for that fight, oh boy, that would have been a thing. I would have been flattening entire groups of dudes. That seems so weird to me, though, that they have a Varl go around to the human settlements and have this giant demand tithes from people. It's like, is that what it's come to? Is that what you have to do? And yeah, Hakon makes a reference to the fact that the Varl are, I think they are functionally immortal. They will not die unless killed. They will just age. So they're all having kind of a contest to see who can live the longest. Yeah, Hakon, very renowned warrior. Just a bodyguard for the next king. We drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, and then I think it's time to sleep. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. Alright. We get supplies, we get renown, which is experience points and also money. Budgeting is kind of key in this game. Hard to tell whether you want to put your points into your characters or, you know, buy equipment or other stuff.
Buy things with your sheer reputation.
Yep. And I believe we're off. Day 1 of the saga. Welcome. So here's the travel portion of our game. This is the day counter. It goes around this circle. Every day we'll use a certain amount of supplies, which will tick off one day of our supplies here. Huh. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogar, cracking open mead cast, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Do we, number 1, drink a little, number 2, drink a lot, or 3, toast to the new king? Looks like people want to toast to the king. That makes sense. Might as well give respect where it's due while we can. Alright, let's go with that.
We got 2 princes.
It's just 2 princes. They hate each other. They can't
Just
stand
2
each other.
princes on the road.
You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. Huh, I don't think I've seen this one. New choice. Number 1, chat with Wagner, which I don't think I've ever seen. Number 2, drink a lot. And 3, go easy. People are confirming you only get this choice if you toast. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, that seems pretty well decided. Let's talk to Wagner. Thank. Alright, so he's pretty drunk. He's let himself go. He didn't drink in town, but... yeah, looks like he got in after all. Ah, I see. He had bureaucracy to do. He's a professional. He knows. Yeah, the governor probably had that exact same speech for Wagner. So I have to do this every day.
Great one.
Oh, these wolves, they don't look like humans, and there's no joy in politics, ain't that true?
60 years ago was nothing here but fishermen. Look at it now.
That's a good question. What happens after this? Wagner just has some anger to get. He's like been really holding back with this kid. Ubin's done with fighting. This nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Ah, I see. They want to make a dynasty. Look at me, I'm the great Prince Lud, and my friend is this giant. We're friends. Look at how friendly we are. It seems like the...
Luden, who has large friends.
Yeah. It seems like the Varl don't have a very detailed, like, system for determining who is next of kin.
Yeah, they just got kind of vague meritocracy of the society. Just who fight most good, he can.
Yeah, they do seem to be a meritocracy. It's like, it's based off of strength, but not entirely, it seems. Nope. You rise groggily. The campsite, a casualty of merriment maugre, is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Luden stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Hello, Luden, my best friend, who I am not tired of traveling with. How long? Are we there yet? He is asking the question. So this is where they introduce the map of the game. This is where the whole game takes place, on this gigantic map. Now, we never get to choose where we go, because this is sort of an Oregon Trail style thing. But it's pretty impressive, this map. I think, like, a big cloth map of this was one of the like the backer rewards, and that's got to be real nice. We're gonna walk over a good portion of this map in just the first 2 games alone, and who knows where we'll end up in the 3rd. So let's see, where's Grofheim? I think it's supposed to be around here.
Northwise on the coast.
I'm having some trouble.
Moused over like 3 times.
Oh, there it is, it's the big one, yeah.
It's right there, yes.
The last home of the Varl and seat of their power, founded by Arnfinir, the second Varl king. Though the Varl have moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of Varl are honored here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the 2 spears, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. So we can get little blurbs about every single location in this game, whether we go there or not. Kind of cool. Learn about the Brackish Sea, where there are just monsters.
You briefly passed over the place they call shit weather.
Wait, where is that?
It was somewhere back over near where the party is right now.
Okay, so I like that. It's just, well, at least it's not the Brackish Sea. Ruin Sea. Yeah, so apparently here is just bilge water here. Vo.
The Gunk Ocean.
That's really cool. I do end up getting lost in this map sometimes. It's very detailed. There's the human city, the human kingdom.
Yeah, it was like somewhere around Vertfell.
Vedafell?
Vertfell. Back where the team is. West Coast. Somewhere in that vicinity.
And what did it say?
They said that its name means just bad weather or something along those lines. It didn't have it
Oh.
up long.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was, yeah. All right.
Better film. Maybe.
Yep, we got a ways to go. Should have had your mead. Now it's all gone. I was like, why don't we just sail?
Got here
It's
in
frozen.
boats.
Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Don't poke the anthill, Hognir. We can actually check the map at any time, so I can find some stuff that worth sharing and look at it in a future stream. Onward. So here's our camp. This is where we manage stuff. Here's the hero tent. Here's our characters. Gunolf is injured for 5 days. That sucks. We do have 66 days of supplies, which is unusually high for this game, because this is the part of the game where they're just kind of introducing you to the mechanics, so we'll rest. Your morale will decline the longer you go without resting. Yep, 5 days is pretty severe, so we'll get rid of some of that. We can look at our abilities or stats and all that good stuff. Gunolf needs 1 more kill before he can promote. Everyone else is at 0. Okay. So stats. We've got armor, strength, willpower, exertion, which is how much willpower you can use in a turn. So you can use up to 2 willpower once you upgrade that. And your armor break, which is just how much armor you break without willpower. Pretty simple system. There's only 5 stats. It's pretty much what you need to care about. So we see Hakon has ridiculous potential with strength, and also up to 3 exertion and 3 armor break. He's kind of good all around. What's his ability? Right, Sundering Impact. It's extra break damage and then some strength damage, and it can work on multiple enemies, so it's good to use in groups. Mogar is our shield guy. Ridiculous defense, pretty good strength, and very good break, actually. He's a armor breaker for sure. And Gunolf is the exact opposite. So right now, that's our team. Luton is a spearman. Despite how kind of skinny he is, he's pretty good. Decent strength, decent armor, and he can attack from 1 space away or diagonally, because that's a thing spearmen do in this game. And also, oh, you can keep kills in the training tent, huh? That is not how it used to be. I wonder if they get knocked out, if they're still... Yeah, I'll do a training. I'll show off how these guys work. Yeah, and they give you weird. Put an archer out here in no man's land. I would actually like to see what they do with the Okay, so you can't get injured. That's good. In that case, yeah, let's do a train. Let's train. Oh, I don't think I noticed this about Luton. He's got, anytime he gets a kill, he gets an extra willpower, and everyone around him gets an extra willpower. Handy. Willpower is super important in this game. It is the thing that allows you to... I did not place Gunolf correctly. I did not optimize this movement. This is unfortunate. Okay, so positioning. What happens when you do it wrong? That's what happens. Bad shit happens. I was so excited at the prospect of of training that I forgot that I still need to use my head. Goodbye, Gunnulf.
No, it's consequence free.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's, yeah. Oh God, Loon, shit.
Don't worry, it's just practice. It's sports. We're all learning. It's simulation.
It's okay to knock out the Prince of Humans. Loon, no. Ubin is just yelling at us in the corner. Okay, hang on. I'm finally gonna do some damage to this guy. Or I'll use Sundering. Does Sundering Impact do strength damage? Yeah, strength damage plus 1, 1 break damage, and 1 break to heavy impact. So... yeah. Sundering Impact is great on enemies that have some of their armor or a lot of their armor missing, because it will just do strength damage plus some extra armor damage.
Why isn't Strong Arm the Nameless here up front leading the caravan?
Archers can be extremely dangerous late battle because they are there to, you know, knock you out when you have no armor left. Right now, this is a hilariously one-sided fight where only the Varl are doing things. I see people. That's an emergency thing. I don't think I'll need to do that, but it's good to know that there, if you absolutely have to, on hard mode. Hakon has. Oh, I'm out of willpower. Come on. It's good. It's gonna be up to Mogar.
Yeah, this Mogar.
Oh God. And I'm also playing this as dumb as possible. I don't care about positioning. Just curious of how the numbers play out. Because if they play out like I think they will, I should be able to promote somebody after this. Which would be nice. Promotion is important. Or not. I could just die. You know, whichever. 3 strike. I'm dead no matter what I do. Alright, wait.
No, well, no, you don't have enough damage to knock out the archer. Yeah, you're doomed.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Good training.
Good training. Hard mode. Wait, what? Oh, that was... okay.
He's fine.
Okay, training. It's good. Okay, yeah. So Hakon and yeah, we have gotten 2 kills from that. Onward.
Weatherfell. Even the name means bad weather.
There
when
you go.
Frozen wind
There it
sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Actually, that's a good question, Spruces. There are some female characters in this game. There's one particular shield lady in part 2 who is real tough. Some good characters in this game, human and Varl. There are only male Varl. They don't reproduce. They don't, you know, It's just them. There will never be more of them. The gods or a god made them, and now they are all that is. We'll hear more about that and the mythology behind it, I think, either later in this game or the second one. Also, yeah, Mr. Peasant, I think you're gonna be disappointed. He says he's seen men up the hills carrying their cattle away. I don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. And yeah, the peasant is already like, wait, you're staying here? What? Are you? What? Why? This is hundreds of giants. We don't have enough for you.
Look, we just reported missing livestock. This seems a bit much.
Also, we took our eyes off Loon for 2 seconds. Luden?
Prince of all humans.
Luden, that guy's big. I don't know if you want to go up against him. Here's where they explain to you that you can actually move in whatever direction you want. You can make a path, so when there's like dangerous terrain, which does happen quite a bit, you can navigate around it if you have enough movement. Luden's gonna use his special move, the diagonal attack, with 50% accuracy. Oh, they're not even letting me use willpower. He's doing a one strength attack. Hold my flagon. Yeah, so deflection. Oh god. Yep.
Prince of all humans.
Yup. I know I said Luden is a pretty good character, but he does not make a good case for himself early game. He has to
So
learn.
about that expedition to formalize the Grand Alliance, your son is dead.
Oh, I had my mic muted. I'm a fool. We need to reduce the strength of this big guy, the brute. Okay, so Tempest will do extra damage and also. Okay. The large Dredge have this thing called, or no, Dredge in general have this thing called Splinter. It's if you do more than 3 armor damage to them, they do a chain reaction and do an extra armor damage around them, which can be really useful. It basically makes the game, you know, about setting up just as much as it is knocking down points. And the brute is retreating. Yup. He's trying to summon an extra guy. They can do that. Which isn't a bad thing. That's an extra point of renown. And, you know, more experience. Why not? Question is, can you finish the battle?
It's the brute out of your face for a while you finish off these little guys? Maybe?
Yep. I'll take it. For sure. Ah, we have the horn. Where? Oh, there he is. Okay, so it appears at random. So it could be from any direction, really. Oh god, Gunolf, you're useless with no break, no exertion. Oh shit, I should have moved him out of the way. Hard mode. Gotta think about positions. Yeah, let's do break damage. Mogar's thing is that he will do extra damage in retaliation attacks. The thing about his class is that he gets 1 armor damage every time he gets hit against an enemy. Pretty useful, good at wearing down enemies while he takes damage meant for other characters, you know? I'm just gonna wear your armor down so we can knock you the hell out of here. And you also... Let's give him that 1 willpower. I don't want you causing any problems by having just slightly more strength than you should at this point. Yeah, that's the thing about Gunnulf. He's great. He's gonna be dead a lot. That is just unavoidable for him. He is a glass cannon that is meant to shake up the enemy early game, early battle. What's that? Say that again?
The Berserker life.
Ah, yeah. We don't have the true Berserker yet. That's game 2. But Gunnulf is also pretty up there. Okay, 2 survivors, not bad. I did not get the promotion for Gunnulf, but we'll work on that. So Luden, how you doing? Yeah, I'll talk about who's people in the second game. There's so many characters in this franchise that that's why I compare it to Fire Emblem. A lot of different characters, many of which you may never use. Many different ways to play. And Luden's just like, yeah, I was just trying to poke his vital points with my tiny spear.
I had everything under control before you interfered. It was all according to plan.
So, those were Dredge. We've heard about them. They shouldn't be here, but they're here. Hakon goes to where Wagner lies face down. The future Vol King lies motionless aside from a spreading pool of blood. Wagner's dead.